The Parramatta Eels take on the Melbourne Storm, and this one is a pretty tough one to pick. I know that before we started recording, we had a small conversation about this one, and the Parramatta fan over there maybe about to change his colours. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Look, I don't know, mate. Fully considering, I honestly don't know what I'm going to tip. I still don't know what I'm going to tip. I've got the team list now on the other laptop. Parramatta have not played well the last couple of weeks. They got lucky against the Sharks. They deservedly lost against the Dragons, a needed loss, if you ask me. The saving grace for Parramatta is that this is the second string of the Storm. They've got 6 of their starting 13 out. Cam Smith not back this week. Brandon in the 9. You got Sandor Earl coming in for Vunivalu. Branko Lee shifts into the centres. They've still got Riley Jackson in the 6. Nico Hines in the 14. No Finucane.
Dale Finucane
He's
out
as
well.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's out with the torn calf. So Big Tino comes in at lock. Oh, Tino v Nathan Brown. Good morning. Hello. Mate, I honestly don't know. The Storm. Okay. I'm going Parramatta. I'm going Para on the head-to-head. But the Storm at 225 and a Storm 1-12 at 340, 13 plus at 650 is screaming value. And I know that folks in Punt Hub, I know folks in a lot of tipping groups, a couple of gambling groups that I'm in, they are smashing the Storm 13 plus. So Eels on the head-to-head, but, mate, you could make a reason for either way.
You could, and like you, I feel that this is a very weakened Storm side. I mean, you've got Sandor Earl and Branko Lee as an edge combination that has not been seen yet this season. I don't think, not even pre-lockdown. Don't quote me on that one. Eisenhuth comes out of the centre into the 15 shirt. Fasil Malawi comes into the loose. He's not a renowned ball player. He's more of a running player, whereas Finucane has that late ball in him. So I'm a little wary of that. I'm also wary of the fact that Jerome Hughes is back. And do you know what? A lot of the time, he will just back himself. So I'm looking at a Jerome Hughes anytime try. But I say take. Do you know what? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go the over, because in the last 2 meetings between these sides, Storm 32-0 on the last one. The time before that, 64-10 to the Storm. So there's points in this one. I don't think that they're going to keep Parramatta under 20, but then again, I did say that about the Dragons last week, but there you go. So I say take the over on the points on that one, just because I think there will be points in this one, and take Jerome Hughes on an anytime try scorer. Those are my two. If I'm going to back any team, just because me and you we do our own little head-to-head battle, I am going to say that the Eels win this one.
Oh, you're taking me on this one. All right, I like it. I appreciate it, because I have no confidence in Parramatta, to be completely honest. Hughes at $5, the over $1.90. The over's 36.5 as well. And together that is a $7.50 multi, which I think is a great shout. Sivo has never gone more than 3 games without scoring a try until last week. Sivo is not a wet tracker. However, there is no rain forecast for this week. He comes up, I believe, if the numbers line up, against a winger who hasn't really played, a very solid winger in Sandor Earl, but I don't know if he can take Sivo on from close range. But again, accounting for me usually screwing up which side wingers are playing on. If he comes up against Josh Adokar loves screaming in, trying to get the intercept. Moses, a little cheeky kick over the top, or that long ball that Adokar gets wrong. I can see Sivo going over at $1.80. And it is at Bankwest. So, you can't argue that. I'd love to say Blake Ferguson, but, mate, you can't trust him. Can't trust him one single bit. I do like your thinking of the over, but even though I'm saying Eels head-to-head, I'm taking the Storm on the line at 3.5. I just don't know. I don't have any confidence in Parramatta. Call it a little bitch bet and hedging and trying to save the money a little bit perhaps, but I think this is going to be close. In the last 5 games, the only time that it's been that close, Melbourne got up 18-16. Everything else has been a 13-plus win in favour of the Storm. Except for a Parramatta 22-6. But I think the Storm will keep it close. They're nitty, they're gritty. It might be a second-string Storm, but they're still good enough to beat a lot of teams in this competition. That's all I'm going to give on this one. Eels head-to-head. The Storm at 3.5. Sivo anytime try scorer. That should pay really good. If you go just Sivo into Storm 3.5, it's 433. If you're ballsy enough to put Para head-to-head into that as well, 1875.
Well, I think that does it there then. Thank you for joining us once more as we attempt to take you through the teams to the best of our ability, albeit limited. And thanks again to the guys over at RCR for sponsoring this video. If you would go check them out, their link's going to be in the description. Use code CKM for 20% off your entire order. Free delivery over £50 as well. I can't remember if that's just in the UK or outside the UK. Either way, go spend your money there. They deserve it. And thank you very much for joining us. We will see you for the next one as we talk about how well we did or just how badly we got this one wrong.